find the next ingot, Larry. That picture on the machine of vending, somehow I feel it holds a clue to what the monkey would like to eat. Hmm?
Hey, this penny thing looks kind of cool. I need that ingot back.
Try giving it some of its favorite food, Larry. Larry?
Okay, what now? Let's see, I can,
Larry!
Ouch! You stuck me!
Larry, let me free your frozen treasure.
Oh. Sure, okay.
The die is cast. For Rome!
Okay, little freeze-dried space ice cream, and voila! Monkey gives ingot. Perfect.
I shall use my good Roman whip to maneuver in this place.
Your ice cream's coming, Abel. Chill out. Relax.
Spare the whip, spoil the ice cream. I cannot rest until I have shoved the frozen treat into the you snack food. I shall hear the lamentations of your cookies and the cries of your salty chips. There are no end to these cavernous heights.
Octavius, monkey departure imminent. Need that ice cream now.
My blade thirsts for the sweet frozen milk of my adversary.
Just get the ice cream loose, okay? Save the speech for later. Come on, little guy. Come on, little guy. Hey! That picky little monkey wants me to chase him.
Project Mercury was America's first human spaceflight program. It had the goal of putting a man into orbit around the Earth. In February of 1962, Mercury astronaut John Glenn became the first American to do so, making 3 orbits around the world before returning to splash down in a tiny capsule protected from the heat of atmospheric re-entry by an ablative shield. The exploration of the moon, our nearest celestial neighbor, was one of the greatest challenges ever. During the 1960s and 1970s, the United States conducted a program of lunar exploration, starting with robotic scouts and culminating in the Apollo manned landings. The robotic spacecraft transmitted detailed images of the moon and searched for landing sites for human explorers. Beginning in July 1969, 12 astronauts explored portions of the airless, dusty moonscape. The last Apollo manned landing mission ended in December 1972. The Apollo lunar lander was a separate vehicle designed to land on the moon so the whole Apollo craft would not have to. Over time, it became the most reliable component of the Apollo mission inventory, even serving as a lifeboat for the Apollo 13 crew when the planned lunar landing had to be scrubbed after an explosion in the command module. your weight is a measure of gravity. If you visited another world, your weight would change, because the mass and size of that world would differ from Earth's, so the force of gravity acting on you would be different. Your mass, however, would not change. On the Moon, your weight would be 1/6 of what it is on Earth, allowing you to move higher and farther on the surface as you walk. The Lunar Roving Vehicle was a battery-powered dune buggy taken to the Moon on Apollo missions 15, 16, and 17. The rover was stowed on the descent stage of the lunar module and deployed upon arrival at the lunar surface. It was operated with a spacecraft stick rather than a steering wheel and could move forwards and backwards.
I can see him over there. Ouh là là, your uniform. There he is! How you say, a big russe?
The F-1 engine, with 1.5 million pounds of thrust, powered the first stage of the huge Saturn V launch vehicle that took the first astronauts to the Moon. The F-1 used a type of kerosene along with liquid oxygen as the propellants. The F-1's 2,500-pound turbopump pumped in the propellants at 42,500 gallons per minute.
Let's just pick that up. Got it. Let's hang on to this. I'm gonna have to avoid Napoleon's goons if I fall.
The monkey flees from our just wrath.
Maybe I should use the shielding.
Stop! Intruder! I see him! I can see him! Can you see him?
I'm gonna have to avoid Napoleon's goons if I fall. If I can make it to the rings of Saturn, I think that'll set me up.
Hey, Abel!
Over there! There is a guardian! Look, it is a guardian!
Monkey want ice cream? Ingot first, buddy. See? Is that so hard?
The Eye of Horus reveals that which is hidden from the naked eye.
The tablet says I gotta find the gear ingot next.
Mr. Daly, you better follow me. Time's running short. We better step it up if we want to beat Common Rock.
Hey!
A young man when he died in 1881, Billy the Kid is one of the most famous outlaws from the American Old West, despite not being very well known in his own lifetime. He started his outlaw career as a gunman in the Lincoln County Cattle War in New Mexico. In the years since his death, he became known as a Western folk hero, with his character inspiring books, movies, and music.
That ingot's just waiting for me somewhere.
This way, Mr. Daly, before we're spotted.
Well, I'll be. Maybe we can fly out of this juke joint.
What?
My old autogyro set an altitude record with her in 31.
Kind of weird looking.
Now, Mr. Daly, be nice.
Wow, looks like this flight's first stop is Touchy Town.
The darn thing won't start.
Why don't you try being nice to it?
Don't you start. Come on, girl. Pretty please.
In Rome, we never had this problem with chariots.
This Pitcairn autogyro uses a rotor for lift like a helicopter, but its rotor turns from aerodynamic force instead of an engine. A propeller on the nose means the autogyro needs a short distance for takeoff. In 1931, Amelia Earhart set a world altitude record for autogyros at over 18,000 feet.
Guess you should use that nifty map of yours again, Mr. Daly.
Not much time. Got it. Whoops, better snag that. Something handy. Hey, that might be useful. Everyone's depending on me to get the ingots. Got it! Whoops! Welcoming committee on the way. Let's hang on to this. I should grab that. Got it! Boy, am I slow tonight.
The gear ingot allows one to empower motorized objects.
Good evening.
Alexander Graham Bell was a prolific inventor and scientist. He invented the telephone while trying to create a hearing device for the deaf. Bell himself refused to have a telephone in his study, despite his invention's immense popularity. When he died, all telephones in the United States were kept silent for a minute in his honor.
Cool. Do I level up now?
Over there! Hold!
We should take the high pass across the mountains. The Egyptians have not forgotten the Battle of the Squid.
Now this is an adventure.
There we go. Ooh, sorry. I left my stomach back there.
Hang on!
Whoa!
We have to avoid those dratted spears. Too many hits and we're going down.
Got it. left my stomach back there! Got it. Let's hang on to this.
This is where I tell you to get off.
What? But
We've taken damage. I can't land here.
that's a long way down!
Use your keychain.
Ah, I don't believe I'm doing this! Time to go hunt ingots. I should pick that up.
Ahoy there!
Edward Teach, better known as Blackbeard, is perhaps the most famous pirate of all. He reportedly lit hemp matches and stuck them in his beard to appear more terrifying. Blackbeard preyed on ships in the Caribbean and Western Atlantic during the early 1700s, and even blockaded the city of Charleston, before finally being brought to bay and defeated by a British captain in 1718.
I really need to step on it. I better find the next ingot. Maybe the tablet's powers will help me undo the damage.
Ah, Larry, let us hunt ingots together as brothers.
Leonardo da Vinci was born near the city of Florence in mid-15th century Italy. A classic example of Renaissance man, talented in many different areas. Da Vinci was a brilliant painter, scientist, inventor, engineer, sculptor, botanist, mathematician, musician, and writer. He is best known for his painting of the Mona Lisa and his anatomical drawings. Far ahead of his time, Da Vinci drew up plans for a tank, concentrated solar power, a hang glider, and even a helicopter.
This is taking a while. Let's just pick that up. This will come in handy. Why am I not going after that next ingot? It's important.
Samuel Morse was an early American inventor who also invented the single-line telegraph system. It only required one wire to transmit the signal, and the code of dots and dashes, short sound and long sound, down the near his head. The great increased the speed of telegraphy revolutionized communications worldwide, and the Morse code swiftly became the international language of the telegraph.
The hammer and chisel ingot allows one to restore broken objects to their original state.
How do you do?
Stop.
Welcome to the Washington Museum of Art.
Can't wait to get to that next ingot. Oh, great! Chubby little cupids with bows and arrows. What next? Koala bears with bazookas, huh? Maybe I should use the Eye of Horus. Okay, Chubby. You'll definitely be hearing from me.
Stop the arrows with your shield magic, Larry!
Hey, those things hurt, but in a good way.
Use your magic to deflect the enemy's arrows.
Let's just pick that up. Hey! I love you guys! You guys! Thank you for shooting me! Hey! You guys are messing with fire here. You got that? Fire.
Are you falling for me, Mr. Daly?
Welcome to the
Gotta
Washington
find the
Museum
ingot
of Art.
right now. Oh, great! Chubby little cupids with bows and arrows. What next? Koala bears with bazookas, huh? Ooh, I feel happy. So happy. Nothing to it. Got it. Hey, those things hurt, but in a good way. Okay, Chubby. You'll definitely be hearing from me. Happy Valentine's Day, not. Now what? I get it.
Larry, take the ingot from the fountain.
Hey, that might be useful.
The paintbrush ingot allows one to enchant works of art, paintings, statues, and so on.
Ah!
This fountain and its little angels are a good example of the Baroque style. Baroque was mostly about grandeur and drama, and meant to impress the viewer with the wealth and education of the art holder. Note the way the angels' poses look active and lifelike.
Ding! Point for me.
Abstract sculpture often creates interesting and beautiful shapes formed from application of mathematical equations. Other abstract sculptors draw inspiration from shapes found in nature, creating streamlined objects that resemble jellyfish or exotic flowers.
Who's the guardian? I should grab that.
This'll come in handy.
Art is definitely a subjective thing, but I would say this is definitely horrible. Got it.